Venice isn't the only town that gets around mainly by boat. Within Giethoorn village in the Netherlands, there are no streets, only footpaths and over 6 kilometers of canal. Here's one of the most mind-boggling facts about the world. When we welcomed 2020, Ethiopia was only 4 months into 2012. Just like the Gregorian calendar, the one most of us are on, the Ethiopian calendar marks Christ's birth as the starting point. However, following alternate calculations of the Annunciation of Christ, the Ethiopian calendar is 7 to 8 years behind. Fortunately, travelers aren't affected by the difference while they're there. Modern-day Ethiopia understands the Gregorian calendar and uses both calendars interchangeably. But if you're keeping receipts for reimbursements, the date printed might make it seem like your trip was years ago. Not to worry though, all you have to do is convert your dates. The most interesting differences are the yearly holidays. Unlike the rest of the world, Ethiopia celebrates New Year's on September 11th and Christmas on January 7th, in Gregorian calendar. According to Sanskrit folklore, a heroic monkey helped Prince Rama save his bride-to-be from the clutches of a 10-headed demon. The resident monkeys of the Phra-Prang Samyot temple are treated to 4,000 kilograms of fruits, vegetables, and Thai desserts. What a spread! Locals also dress up as monkeys and perform for their esteemed guests as they gobble down their royal feast. This is one of the newer facts about the world. In June 2020, San Francisco's beloved Golden Gate Bridge started speaking up about some amendments made to the railings on the bike path. Literally. City officials explained it to be a case of high winds passing through the new handrails. The bridge is safer for users when it faces less wind resistance. Therefore, the sound is a good sign that strong winds are passing through the bridge smoothly. Between Russia and Alaska lies the Bering Strait. When it freezes up in the winter, you can journey across, with 3.8 kilometers being the shortest end. However, just because it's possible, doesn't mean it's legal or safe, as the ocean winds are extremely cold. In 2006, 2 adventurers set out from Alaska to cross the frozen path on foot. They crossed 90 kilometers in 15 days before they were detained in Russia for violating immigration laws. Pro tip: don't do it. This ancient Inca town rests on top of 2 fault lines in Peru. That means earthquakes were expected events. So how did they live through it? In fact, the Incans created a brilliant engineering technique called ashlar masonry, where rocks are cut to fit perfectly together without mortar. This allowed the stones to move in its place during an earthquake, before settling back in their original positions. Genius or what? Deserts are known to have very low precipitation. And if rainfall is rare, wouldn't snowfall be even rarer? Well, the impossible happened in 2018 and the Sahara Desert was covered in a blanket of white snow. However, the snow only lasted for a day before melting under the hot sun. The first recorded snowfall was in 1979, a snowstorm that lasted half an hour. Although temperatures dropped to freezing in the night, the lack of moisture makes it almost impossible to produce any snow. But who knows, you might be lucky enough to see it on your next trip to the Sahara. You might think Coca-Cola is something you can find anywhere in the world, but these 2 countries have been in long-term US trade embargoes, North Korea since 1950 and Cuba since 1962. However, North Korea has made its own dark-colored soda. They call it Ryongjan Cola, or Cocoa Sparkling. It has the similar red packaging and cursive font, but does it have the same great taste? Egypt and pyramids are almost synonymous, but did you know there are pyramids in Sudan too? Nubia, a region in Sudan, has 255 pyramids, twice the number in Egypt. After ruling Egypt's 25th dynasty, the Nubian pharaohs fled to Sudan and formed the Kushite kingdom, incorporating the Egyptian culture in their new city. The Nubian pyramids aren't as widely visited as those in Egypt. So chances are you'll have the pyramids all to yourself. Normally you'd find rainbows in the sky, but the Cano Cristales, also known as the River of Five Colors, beams brighter than any rainbow in the sky. Located in Colombia's Serranía de la Macarena National Natural Park. This stunning river owes its multicolored beauty to the Macarenia clavigera, a plant that lives in the riverbed. It's best to visit between May to November when the river weeds blossom in yellow, blue, green and red. The Sahara again? Trust me, this one's extra cool. The Sahara Desert is known for being the world's hottest desert. However, just 6,000 years ago, this dry land was a lush rainforest with thick vegetation and high rainfall. Although we didn't witness the Sahara in full bloom, future generations might. If the world survives the next 10,000 years, the same constant change in weather patterns could leave the Sahara looking a whole lot different.